Fascinating debate on the program about the cartoons that Charlie Hebdo had run and whether other media organizations, in solidarity with the heinous criminal acts carried out against that French newspaper, should run them as well. KT McFarland and Fred Francis really getting into it. KT making the point that, yes, of course, the media need to show us what the story is about, run the cartoons, even if they're anti-Islam, even if they're offensive, because it is a matter of free speech. Fred Francis has been a correspondent around the world for NBC saying, yeah, but what happens when you're a reporter and you're labeled NBC or CNN or Fox and thugs come after you, perhaps because of that kind of action? And it actually happened to a German newspaper in Hamburg that was the subject of an arson attack for running the cartoons, or we presume the reason it was attacked for that reason. Now, this is one of those debates where, you know, my heart is with, of course, let's all stand together, but I needed to explain why CNN and Fox News and the New York Times and many other organizations, the Washington Post was one exception, decided not to run the cartoons, either because they did not want to unnecessarily offend readers and viewers, or because they are concerned about the safety of their correspondents. And that's not, you know, when you have responsibility for people on your staff who are going around the world, in particular to dangerous zones, you have to think about that as well. I'm also gotten concerned about the profiles that organizations are running about who these brothers were and the terrorists and how they became terrorists. And let me say this very simply. I don't really care. I don't want to read long, borderline sympathetic profiles about how they lost their way and they were marginalized by society. Yes, of course, I want facts about did they go to Yemen for training, and how is it that they were no longer being surveilled upon by French intelligence. And so, in other words, how are they in a position to commit these crimes? But, you know, just like the one of the surviving brother from the Boston Marathon bombing was, in my view, kind of glamorized in a Rolling Stone cover story, I don't want the media to fall into the trap of making us care about these people as human beings when they don't care about other people's lives. They are sociopaths, they are fanatics, they are sick human beings, and I just want whatever facts enables readers and viewers to understand how they're in a position to commit these crimes. I really don't care about why they lost their way. And finally, the constant coverage, I'd hope to have a couple of minutes to talk about this on Media Buzz. Of course, we all watched with great interest, fascinated, the tension when those hostage situations were taking place. But part of me said, no, this is what they want. This is what terrorists want. We make them famous. We allow them to go out as they see it in a blaze of glory. We shouldn't reward what they do with round-the-clock, nonstop coverage. So maybe there's a happy medium somewhere, but I do, you know, of course it's an important story, a story of worldwide importance that we need to cover from every angle. But when we shine that ultra-high spotlight on people committing these heinous acts, I worry that it will inspire copycats who just want attention, who want to, as I said on the program, go out in their sick, twisted minds in a blaze of glory. And I do think we need to be careful about that. We're back here next week with more After the Buzz.